Alright, so next up here we are looking at another god, and we are going to look at the Guardian Athena.
Athena.
Alright, so unlike her brother, who focuses her brother Ares, who focuses more on restraining enemies and keeping them on a leash. Athena works a little bit differently, and once I get into her abilities, I'll be able to show you and explain how she works by comparison to Ares, who I will preview at some later point. Just waiting for this to load. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention to who I'm fighting. Alright. Oh, wrong menu. Okay, so we're going to start with her passive ability. So, after using any ability, next basic attack is a ranged attack. So, dealing 25% of her magical power as damage. So, it actually does a line attack with her next attack. So, throwing abilities and then attacking groups of enemies all at once is a great way to take advantage of reach. So we're going to preemptive strike. This is a dash, and so while dashing, pass through minions, stop and hit the first enemy god they encounter, and slowing all that have been hit. If she hits an enemy, gains 1 stack of block. So absorbing the next basic attack from any god that hits her. So absorbing attacks is a great way of stopping critical-based hunters and assassins if you've got enough stacks of block. Confound is a cone that attacks enemies, so it taunts enemy gods and forces them to fight or chase her. So this is a good way to deal with chasing enemies. And then finally, Shield Wall summons a group of Athenian warriors. Damage on arrival, and after 2 seconds, strike for additional damage. And then her final ability is Defender of Olympus. So this is a global ability, radius of 20. Picks a single allied god anywhere in the world, and launches herself in the air, landing next to that god. During those seconds, the god mitigates 20% of all damage they are taking. So good timing on that. Well, it's going to keep somebody alive, so I'm going to grab Confound. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time trying to defend my allies, basically stick around somebody, and should they be chased. So if oh, I thought I had bought that. Alright, so we're going to confound these guys, but oh, I'm getting picked on here. Shield wall. So this is when I'd want to use confound, is during a chase like that. Okay, I'm taking some hits here. Alright, so we're going to get in there, and I don't want them to get away. So, hey, I don't want you to go anywhere. So let's come over here. I'm going to do that. Who do I want to defend? You know what? I'm going to defend you. So I go right here. And oh, I've been silenced. So you guys, no, you're just going to come this way. Alright. And then shield wall right here where he is. There. Now, I was going to chase, but there were too many allies right there, or too many targets right there, so that made that a little harder to do. Okay, so big thing I want to do with her, if I'm going to be doing a lot of covering for other allies, is I need a fairly solid defense. So I need to decide. Now I've got 2 magic and 3 physical, so I'm probably going to have to try to run pretty even, but let's start with my physical and by improving my health. So I'm going to make myself more of a tank to stay out. No, you're going to come play with me, and you're going to let them get through. So taking advantage of Confound to keep enemies from causing too much trouble. and give my allies time to recover. And so now I can use Confound to prevent escape as well. So there's two ways to run Confound. You can run on preventing escape, or by protecting your allies that are trying to get through. There we go. I'm going to go through that. Oh, I'm about to get taken down, so I'm actually going to use this to escape here. And, well, it kind of worked because there was Thor, or Ymir, trying to deal with one of my allies. So, gonna come in and save the day. So let's bring up my upgrades. So, in this case, I want the most. Actually, we'll go with this one because it deals. It's got an interesting damage aura. Okay. Oh, we are kind of letting these guys get away with a fair bit, so I'm gonna keep them busy. Hopefully, give my allies time to come help, but it seems they were all having a nap. So let's poke these guys. So as you can see, there's actually a bit of damage going on there from my aura. So let's, yeah. So you can actually see that aura that I bought in action, as everybody is actually taking damage right now as I stand there. So not bad. Okay, no, we're not going to let you do that. Alright, so cooldown is going to be another one with this. As you can see, her cooldowns are actually fairly long. Alright, Chang'e needs to stay here. Come on. No, I'm not going to be able to survive that if I don't leave. So I'm going to head back. My health is a little low. But as you can see, yeah, so that passive damage aura is actually not too bad. So there is potential for going a oh, excuse me, an aura-based god and just have passive after passive ability or aura ability triggering. So let's take a look at some of my options here. So I want to be defensive, health and protection. So I can go here, and this one kind of covers my all-encompassing. So I actually think I'm going to go along this tree because I want to get my cooldown reduction. And if you take damage below, so I can release a shockwave that stuns enemies. Alright. So my team is not doing a very good job of keeping the minions off. Yeah, I'm going to draw you over here. No, I want to be where you are, because I'm getting picked on by Neath. There we go. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, don't go anywhere. So, taking advantage of that one ability that allows her to force people to chase her is a great way of dealing with evasive hunters, because they won't expect the inability to actually get away, and you can frustrate them. You get out there. You can frustrate them to no end with constantly pulling them away from their chance to escape, either whether you get the kill or whether you basically give a chance to your allies. So I need to protect these guys. So we're gonna draw a couple of these guys off. I'm gonna end up getting killed here if I'm not careful. Apparently I already used up my... Okay, so I'm gonna use this to deter her. She's not gonna easily be able to chase that way, but I gotta get back home. Alright, so I got a fair bit of gold saved up, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one here, and that'll also give me crowd control reductions. So no. Oh, I missed. Yeah, they're getting their... This is probably going to be the closest game I've played. I'm not as good with certain hunters, and here's where I'm going to get into trouble, unless those guys do their thing. Oh, apparently he decided to come all the way home to play. Alright, so let's go back out there. We're not gonna let some of you get away. So there's where taking advantage, even actually that passive damage was actually probably what killed Neath there, so I can't really complain. I may have to kind of switch roles and focus on dealing with these guys, especially if my allies are very heavily focused on taking out the enemy gods, and they're not focusing on these guys at all. We're going to have to kind of switch our roles. Now, I'm fairly defensive, so that's the great thing about sometimes being a guardian and taking on these guys. I may not do a lot of damage to them. I may not be able to have a lot of effects that hurt them very efficiently. Mages and hunters tend to have that. Okay, I'm not going to let you get away. There we go. Tend to have that a little bit more exclusively than guardians do, except in certain cases. But I can still, with the right equipment and a bit of persistence, I can keep the minions from causing a loss in a game rather easily. So watch out for Ymir. Actually, we need to stop him from chasing. There we go. All right. No, you guys are causing enough trouble. There we go. Let's upgrade that. Ooh, I took quite the hit there. There, hopefully you get hit twice. And even with thanks to my passive ability, Chang'e come over here, and then Bakasura can do his job. I have to go back and heal. So I should be watching my health and mana very closely, especially in these skirmishes that you can end up with in almost any game mode where it's you versus other gods and you guys are all tussling. There's minions going all over the place. It can get pretty frantic and a little hectic on the battlefield, and you want to make sure that you don't end up getting killed at a very critical moment. Defending a tower. Preventing minions from reaching your spawn point or the portal, that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that you're in for the long haul as best you can. Alright, so we're going to do some minion control while they're hanging out. So I've got the assist of our very good minion dealing with mage. No, I was going to prevent him, but now I'm going to kind of draw them so they're not focused on their enemy like they should be. That kind of helps everybody out if they're dealing with the wrong guy. So yeah, come deal with me instead. There. Yeah, let's tussle. This is a Guardian versus Guardian, but I think he's tougher. So, and I mean, I'm surviving hits that might actually kill most other gods. There's always, hey, just stay here. Though I am gonna have to go back pretty soon. Alright, so we're actually gonna... Nope, okay. That didn't work because he actually came back to come fight them. So, and the charge up time on my ultimate is quite long. 4 seconds is a very long time when you're under concentrated fire. So... Let's head out there, apparently, because it didn't trigger. Okay. I guess I could tussle with this guy. I don't do a lot of damage, but my passive might actually give me an advantage here. Oh, apparently I have a friend. And Bakasura is coming to help. I am not slowing this guy down at all. Alright. We're just gonna hang out here. I'm not doing a whole heck of a lot. So that's where hunters and assassins are great at taking these guys out, because they have a lot of hit points, and when you're doing critical damage, you can... Oh, they're driving him forward. Okay, not good, not good, not good. And he made it through, because I just don't do enough damage. Alright, let's go help Kukulkan. Hello! Is it me you're looking for? No running. So there we go. Running prevention. Let's keep you busy. So I've got minions and her, and we don't want to actually let her escape. Oh, I've got a... but... There, chase me, not them. Okay, I need to go find some minions to take out, and then I need to go heal. As being below half is not a good idea, especially considering how little damage I do. So, but you can see that I can stick around in battles considerably longer than I was before. So, working up this, I might even go all the way up here. So I can build up my magical protection and magical defense here by getting god kills or assists. So I want to go that route. So you're level 19. Oh, let's go help Coolcon, because... There we go. So just showing up kind of helped. So I'm going to hit him. And we're going to prevent him from getting away. So Kukulkan, who does more damage than me, can actually finish the job, in theory. There. No, you're not getting away. Okay, so there's still letting minions through, and I've got a Thor in my side. Okay, so this, well, we're doing better than we were. There we go. Down you go. I don't want Thor to escape, so let's make that a little bit easier, and also almost completely prevented Guan Yu from getting out of that. So there we go. Slow down Guan Yu as well. And now we're gonna let some of our guys get through, and let's stop theirs from getting through. Okay. Alright, so we actually should be able to finish this in a nice, neat fashion here, because they're not going to be able to... If our minions can get through, we've got them. There we go. Good job. So, yeah. Build Athena, like, I mean, almost 3,000 hit points by this point, and I still had one more slot to buy. Plus, if I had bought the last level of the particular equipment I was working through, I would have been over 3,000 hit points. So 3,000 hit points and a high defense makes you very, very hard to put down. And that means that hunters and assassins are going to be wasting a lot of time trying to finish you off, which gives your allies time to get in and finish them while they're a little too busy on you. So there you go, guys. There's Athena.